Fortnite and one of the biggest collabs in Fortnite, and I decided with having its 4th season right now and being pretty popular, I decided why not do a combos video, because I haven't done one of those in a while and I was just feeling to do a combo video. So with it being popular and I have all the skins, decided why not do one. Also, I will not do duplicate. No one really cares about duplicate except for that one fan out there, and sorry, just I didn't feel like doing one for her. So anyways, let's get into number 1, starting with for Yellow Suit Mark. I used the Spider-Verse portal back bling to represent the amount of team-ups mostly Spider-Man and Invincible have, and it could also work for whenever all the Invincible variants come through. And for the pickaxes, I just used the Shack Attackers in yellow, as this is a good way to represent his fist in general. If you want, you can make them red to represent the amount of fights and how bloody he gets. That's up to you. Just either of those colors would work well for him. And for the glider, I used the Nimbus Cloud, which I know isn't really a good representation, but I don't really have much good cell shaded gliders or gliders that match for him specifically. So I just went with the best I got for colors, and I went with the Nimbus Cloud. And then for the wrap, I used the classic blue and yellow. This just matches the colors on the costume. So the blues might not be the same, it still works in my opinion. So yeah, that's for Mark Grayson's blue and yellow suit. So let's get on to our next suit. For blue suit Mark, I used the Emote Cape, which there's probably better stuff you could find for him, but I chose this as a reference to Sinister Mark and the big fight that happens in Season 3. I just want to mention it now. I only seen Season 1, and I know some of the stuff because I've seen TikTok clips and just TikToks in general of the memes and stuff. So yeah, I'm not like a huge fan. I did like Season 1, so yeah. And like I said, I'm just getting this out there because Invincible is popular right now. Besides that, and the pickaxe was suggested by my friend Half Silver, who suggested I use the Fist of Justice to represent whenever he has to use the robot's hands for his injuries. So that just works out. And for the glider, I used the Cross Glider. This is literally the best black and blue glider I got in my locker. If you have better, obviously let me know. These are just my best combos. And then of course for the wrap, I went with Corrosive Strike. I try cell shaded wrap if I can, but if I can't, I will use a non-cell shaded wrap. So yeah, let's get on to his father now. Alright, for Omni-Man here, I used his cape back bling, which I know I'll probably get flack for because I'm using same set and just being basic. But honestly, with these cape characters, I'm done trying to find a substitute cape or cape-esque back bling. Now, by all means, you could find something that would work. Like, originally I was thinking of using the Nanner Shake back bling to represent his
protein tubes with that white sauce.
But like, then thinking about it, he just looks weird without a cape. And if you put the wrong cape on him, he just looks weird in general. For the pickaxe, Half Silver suggested I use the unbendable something pickaxe. It's Bender's pickaxe from the Futurama set. Originally I was going to use Hank Hill's pickaxe because, you know, the funny meme.
Mark, look, I made a mistake. A steak? Yes.
But like, this does work better because like he says, it shows that he's super strength and probably beating someone's head in. For the glider, I went with Peppermint Paraglider, as this is literally the best just glider with colors I got that are white and red. Like I said multiple times, always let me know if you have a better glider, whether it's a reference or just colors, let me know. And then for the wrap, I went with Space Cowboy, as it just has the red color in cell shaded form. Sure, he doesn't really have any black on him, but I still think it works in general. For Adam Eve, I did the same thing I did with Omni-Man, use her cape. Like, genuinely, I'm not, for now on, like I said, I'm not using different back blings if their cape just works the same way and just looks better on them, just matches better. In general, if you want, you could use like a pink back bling, any pink back bling to represent her power. That goes the same way with her pickaxe. I went with Phantasmic Pulse pickaxe, as this is a way to represent her powers, like she's constructing something. And then for the glider here, I went with Oopsie Dronesy. I know it's not the best, but it feels like it's the best I got, as it has that pink color and just matches well. I think if you have like Psylocke's glider or Goku Black, no, Goku Black didn't have a glider, I don't think so. But like I said, Psylocke's glider, even though it's not the right shade of pink, it would work really well too. And then for the wrap, I want the best pink wrap I got in my collection, I think, and that is the Golf Pink wrap from Tyler the Creator. So yeah, not my best combo, like the best combo you ever do for Eve, but I think for me it works well enough. So yeah, let's get into one of the best characters from the show. For Alan here, I went with the Dragon Radar back bling. This was again another thing suggested by Half Silver I should use. And this worked in a way too, as to represent like the tracker he tries to find Earth with. Yeah, he has his own, but you know, when making a combo, like I stated multiple times in my combo shorts or combo videos, you don't use same set. It defeats the point of a combo. Now, obviously, if you want, you can always use same set. I'm not going to hate you. But if you're running a fashion show, for example, you're going to get eliminated pretty easily if you use same set. People don't like when you use same set. But anyways, for the pickaxe, I used Butt Scratcher, which apparently works according to Half Silver, but this was also another pickaxe suggested by Nico. So yeah, not Dome this time, or Half Silver as you guys would know him by. And then for the glider, I saw this in my locker after I bought this glider, and that is the Futurama Planet Express ship. I just feel this really works for just in general as a way to match his color and his space theme. And lastly, for the wrap, I used the Gorilla's camo wrap. I used to use the Clone Trooper wrap, but I didn't like how it was cel shaded mostly white. So I swapped to this wrap when I was looking through wraps earlier today at the time of making this video, and I liked how it looked. I know it's not the right shade of green, but it got the green in there, and it just works well in general. So yeah, that's nothing much else for me to say here. I hope you guys like these combos. Let me know which one's your favorite down below, or which stuff you liked I really used. Anyways, like I was saying, nothing much else for me to say here. Make sure to use code WHATIF, join my Discord, and I will see you guys in the next one.
Wake me, I love you tomorrow. You leave me breathless and hollow. Lately, nights are filled to swallow, but outside of compose, I could be, I suppose, someone you should get to know.